Hey, happy Monday. If I keep turning, I'm looking for this dog who may or may not be trying to attack a cat. We cannot have dog and cat wars on the YouTube channel. I'm sure like PETA will block my channel or something. So this may be the shortest message ever on my YouTube channel, like ever. That's saying a lot for me because I like to talk. But this topic comes courtesy of my buddy Christian. We were talking over the weekend, and he used the most interesting expression. And I want to tee this up by giving you some context, explain why this is so important, and then just end the video. Sometimes you can just get it done really fast. So Christian was talking about a conversation that he had with somebody. Somebody else was trying to pitch him another opportunity. Christian's in his own business and quite happy there, but someone was pitching him this opportunity. And the person was well-intentioned and they were very enthusiastic and very zealous, but Christian's response was about numbers, which of course is a wildly unpopular thing to talk about in so many circles inside of entrepreneurship, because everything's so wildly emotional. You know, I'm passionate about the company, I love the founders, the product is amazing, you know, all this other stuff, but it's like, okay, great, what are the numbers? Well, you know, we get into all that. So the person was given the enthusiastic, emotional pitch, and Christian says, well, look, you know, my loyalty is to numbers. Because I think somebody slipped up and said, well, Christian, I know you're loyal to your company right now. Christian said, no, I'm loyal to the numbers. And I want to challenge you, my entrepreneur friends. I don't care what business you're in, whether you sell steak knives, lotions, potions, shakes, pills, rubs, wraps, whatever. You need to be loyal to the numbers first. Say, Gary, the numbers aren't very good. Okay, well, if the numbers aren't very good, is that a application problem with you? Maybe it's skill, ability, talent, or time. Or is the model that you're in fundamentally broken? Now that's hard. That's a hard one to admit, because most of the people who are really high on the emotional scale about their business, and again, those triggers or those scripts sound like things like, the product is so amazing, this is a breakthrough, revolutionary, unbelievable, you know, the sky is parting, heavens are opening, angels are singing, founder's amazing, lots of talk about culture, lots of talk about the people, lots of talk about the tribe. You know, these are all very emotional things. When you're hearing that, or if you find yourself saying that a lot, there's a better than average chance that the numbers aren't playing out there. So we gotta have something to cover that up, right? Or otherwise we'd get really discouraged. So we talk about all this emotional stuff, but I would ask you, first of all, I would challenge you to think about, number one, are you loyal to numbers that make sense? And if your numbers aren't making sense right now, is that a skills issue or is that a model issue? Now, I can't answer that for you. I could answer it for you probably if you told me what your model was and told me what you were doing to market, but you've got a better assessment of that than anybody else. Is it a skills issue or is it a model issue? If it's a skills issue, then it's a breakdown of time, education, application, activity, and some mentorship in there. But if it's a model issue, that'll be harder to accept, but really, really important that you do. I'm not going to get into this in detail. I just want to open up these questions and just leave it out there for you to kind of marinate in it, right? Marinate in it like pork chops in Worcestershire. So look, if you're looking at the numbers and they're not there and you're going, is my model, is it, so it's not the skill thing. I'm putting in the time. I've got a great attitude. I'm super coachable. The activity's there. So if my numbers aren't there, or my numbers aren't there, here's a radical idea, consistently. Well, if they're not, then my model could be broken. I'm going to say something here, wildly unpopular, but true. Most of my friends, well-intentioned, sharp, skilled, integrous, good people, are in business models that are built for them to never get on the right side of the equation. It's never going to happen. Because when you're looking at your numbers, I want you to be thinking, I want you to take the emotion and put it in a little box and put that box up on the shelf and say, we're not going to bring that back down until we've got this numbers thing straight. So when you're looking at the numbers, think about, are my numbers consistent? That's a big one. It's not, you didn't win because 1 month you bonused and then the next month you didn't and your income is nowhere. It's not a win if you brought 10 people onto your team in November, but by the end of December, they're all gone. Okay, is it consistent? Is it scalable? If I put my foot on the gas more, does it expand to my foot being on the gas, or is it just kind of stays in this one zone? Is it consistent? Is it scalable? Can I depend on it? Does it actually make enough of an impact in my life that I can actually feel it without having to do some advanced calculus or without having to have 8 gazillion people in an organization? I just float all these questions out for your consideration, making no judgments about it myself. I'm just floating those out there because I want you to think it. I think a lot of you, or think about it, I think a lot of you are loyal to all the wrong things. I think you're loyal to your upline. I think you're loyal to your peers. I think you're loyal to the company. I think you're loyal to the tribe. I think you're loyal to all this stuff. And what you should be loyal to is the numbers. And if they're not performing, you need to be adult enough, and you need to be responsible enough, and you need to be flexible enough to change, to realize it's not working. I need to change. You say, well, what, Gary? Change? What am I supposed to change to? Topic for another video. I told you this one would be short. I just think that you need to look at the numbers. Be loyal to the numbers. The numbers are what pays you. The numbers are what gets you choices to make, to have more options in your life. Be loyal to the numbers. I'll see you later.